What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your brewmaster in chief. And tonight in the BrewLab, I'm coming at you with a crazy, potentially new meta deck in Grixis colors, so red, black, and blue. And without further ado, let's jump into tonight's brew. I'm calling it Galvanic Despair, and I do have to give a little bit of credit where credit is due. I did get the initial idea from Mono Black Magic. If you guys don't know who I'm talking about, go give him a follow. He is like the absolute jank master, jank lord. Like, bow down. His jank is next level. If you haven't checked him out, honestly, go give him a subscribe, go give him a check out, let him know in the comments that I sent you. I've been one of his fans even way before I started the channel. And he put up something similar, and of course I did the usual. I had to jump on it, BrewLabify it, and this is what appeared. I must say it's been pretty fun. So, we've got a full play set of Fading Hope. This is a Lier deck, believe it or not. Yes, I'm playing Lier, Disciple of the Drowned. When she does eventually hit the board, we do want some Fading Hopes in the graveyard, and it is also just a good card in a control deck, so full play set of Fading Hope. Then we've got full play set of March of Wretched Sorrow. This is in here because of life gain, more than anything. You can, of course, exile black cards from your hand to reduce the casting costs. Sometimes that ends up happening. In testing a few times lately, I've had to do that just to make sure to remove the creature with the mana that I had available. But the cool thing is it's life gain, and we don't have much else going on as far as life gain. So if you can, dump a lot of mana into this, turn 4, turn 5, just to sort of stabilize before you can arrive at maybe you'll burn down the house, sweep the board or something like that, then that's fan-freaking-tastic, and it's nice because it can hit planeswalkers as well. So it's kind of taking the place now of my Blood Chief's Thirst, but that it gains you life. So I'm really, really liking of the March cycle. This might be my favorite one. Then we've gone with a full play set of Expressive Iteration, because we need to draw cards a lot, and we need to make sure that we're hitting our lands and, finding the important combo pieces. So Expressive Iteration is, of course, fantastic at doing all of those things. So we've gone with the full play set. Then we've got 3 copies of Galvanic Iteration. This is one of the main combo pieces, and I think I need to find a way to squeeze a 4th one in here. So we're going to find out in tonight's footage what to cut. It might be a Fading Hope or one of these marches or something, because it is essential that I hit one of these in the game at least. But because we have multiple ways of copying spells, and because it has flashback, which means 3 copies is essentially 6 in the deck, it's been okay in testing. Let's see how it ends up playing out. Then we've got 3 copies of a new card that I've never played. I've never ever played this card. I didn't even know it existed. Solve the Equation. Search your library for an instant or sorcery card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle. Easy peasy. It's just a tutor for your instants and sorceries. There'll be a point in the game when you have everything set up, and all you need is just to find the card that is gonna complete the combo. Solve the Equation is gonna do that for you. Then we've got 3 copies of Soul Shatter as some more removal alongside March of the Wretched Sorrow. Quite nice, because it's, Goldspan Dragon is still a huge problem in the format. This, you don't have to target it, so they can't counter your spell, and many other reasons. It also hits on Planeswalkers, it's instant speed. It can be copied with Galvanic Iteration. I'm liking Soul Shatter coming back. It's been a while since I played this card as well, and this one I have to give credit fully to Mono Black Magic. This one I sniped completely from his list. He had 4 of. Then Spicy One-Ofs. This is the first one. This is a little addition that I thought was great in the Grixis list. Hidetsugu, Devouring Chaos. Still need to figure out another deck that's kind of like built around Hidetsugu. haven't quite gotten around to it, but it seems like an interesting card to build around. We never do the play 1 black, sacrifice a creature, scry 2. That's never going to happen in this deck. I mean, it might. We do have 3 creatures in the deck. We might at some point sacrifice. You can also sacrifice itself and scry 2, but I doubt that'll ever come up. Pardon me. But the nice reason it's in here is because you can pay 3, 2 colorless and a red, tap it, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. When you exile a non-land card this way, Hidetsugu Devouring Chaos deals damage equal to the exiled card's mana value to any target. So you can go face. And we've got some pretty pricey cards in the deck. You know, there's a lot of 5 mana stuff and a 7 mana card. So you could potentially, and whether you then have the mana left over after paying 3 to then also cast the thing that you've exiled, doesn't matter. You still do the damage anyway. So could be a win con in and of itself, and it's a 4/4 for 4. That's nothing to scoff at. It's just an extra little bit of, you know, damage coming at the opponent, or potentially just a decent blocker. Then, Unexpected Windfall, another crucial card. Of course, the ramp and the card draw, fantastic. And doing the old trick where we copy it with Galvanic Iteration is like something that we're actively trying to do at least once in the game. It's 4 cards, 4 tokens, only need to discard 1 card to do so. Anything that we discard can be replayed later with Lier, so it's just win-win. Of course, you can't replay creatures with Lier, so don't discard your Jin-Gitaxias to your Unexpected Windfall, but you know, I don't think I need to even say that. The rest of the deck is instants and sorceries, so they all can then be recast later with Lier, Disciple of the Drowned. So discard away whatever you don't need at the time, willy-nilly, because you do need the ramp and the treasures from the Unexpected Windfall as much as possible. Then, Lier, Disciple of the Drowned. It's been a while since I played this card. I absolutely used to hate it. It's seen a lot less play of late. The Hullbreaker horror has just taken over completely, but and also because of the ban of Divide by Zero, it's definitely made the card a lot worse. But in this deck, it's taking the place of another card that Mono Black Magic had, which allowed you to shuffle instants and sorceries from your graveyard into your library. So it was a way of like making sure that you kept having the cards for the combo and just kept drawing and kept putting them back. Lier just kind of does the same thing, except you don't have to shuffle them into your library and hope to top deck them. You just get to play them again from your graveyard. So I thought that this would be a better card after all, and we can therefore I cut 4 cards out of the deck that I sniped, which left me space for some other things, which is fantastic, which is also part of the reason why I decided to play it. And it's also just a 3/4 again, kind of like what I said about Hidetsugu. They're all legendary, so they're only ever going to be one of us on the battlefield, and they can block and attack. Then, main card of the deck. This is where the combo starts to become clear to you, I hope. Invoke Despair. What a card. Definitely my favorite of the Invoke cycle. Target opponent sacrifices a creature. If they can't, they lose 2 life, and you draw a card. They then repeat this process for an enchantment and a planeswalker. The fact that enchantment is in there is fantastic, and planeswalker is fantastic, because it basically just handles like all of the annoying stuff in the meta. The Selesnya enchantment decks and Naya enchantment decks, and your Orzhov planeswalker piles. This just handles them. And if you can copy this, and if you can copy this multiple times, and if you can then cast this again from your graveyard because of your Lier, and you can just keep casting this card, it ends games. I've had it where I copied it 3 times with Galvanic Iteration, and it just gets rid of everything that the opponent has on the battlefield, and then they just start losing life, and you draw cards, lose life, draw cards. It's so fun. It's kind of like trying to do the same thing as Alrund's Epiphany type decks were doing before it was banned. With Galvanic Iteration, you're just like controlling the board, ramping with Unexpected Windfall, using your Expressive Iteration and Fading Hope to stall until the point at which you have enough treasures and mana that you can cast double Galvanic Iteration into Invoke Despair. And then it's just... If you also happen to have a Jin-Gitaxias on the battlefield when you start that off, your first Galvanic Iteration gets copied because Jin-Gitaxias copies the first instance sorcery that you cast. Then you cast another Galvanic Iteration and it copies the copy of the... Then you get to do 4 Invoke Despairs in one. And that's like the ultimate win con that we're going for tonight. Hopefully we can get it off in the gameplay footage. But just doing it, like even just one Galvanic Iteration into Invoke Despair is pretty game-ending stuff. Then we've got a sweeper to, you know, handle the aggro matchup. I was initially running 4. I ended up cutting 1 to put in the Jin-Gitaxias. Let's see if that comes back and bites me in the ass. But we do have enough card draw with the Expressive Iteration and the Unexpected Windfall that we usually find it when we need it. And then if we don't, we've also got Solve the Equation to go and tutor it up when it's important against, you know, those aggro decks. And that's the brew. Of course, we can also sometimes just Galvanic Iteration and make 6 devils. That's also a very nice play. So lots going on. And that can be said for the mana base as well, where I've finally decided to start cutting out the pathways and just go for a full playset of all of the chill lands from the colors that you're playing, especially in the control deck, where it doesn't matter if your you know, curve is a little bit slower. This has been working out for me instead of having two pathways and 2 of each of the slow lands, because then it allows you to have a little bit more versatility, because they're always can tap for both sides and you don't have to think about like, oh goodness, what side should I play this pathway on, if that makes any sense. Then we've got 1 Hall as an additional win con, 1 Hive as an additional win con, and a Den of the Bugbear. 1 of each of the new legendaries, some basics, because if we do Field of Ruin, we do want to still be able to fetch 1 of our own basics. And like I said, 4 of each of the dual lands. And that's the deck. Let's jump into the games. Going to be starting off in unranked just to get a warm up and so you guys get an idea of the brew. That Kiki Jiki build from this afternoon was pretty sweet. But we're not done yet with Kiki Jiki. I think I barely scratched the surface of the jank potential with that card. Just trying to think like what would be the best thing to copy that would also like fit with the colors and everything. Creature Man. I wish I had a red source in hand. Okay, but we might draw one. Do I risk it? Then the rest is pretty great. Now let's give it a try. We can Fading Hope. Another enchantment deck. Whoopee! Come on, red source. We have 11 red sources. It's the one we have the most of. Nope. I don't know if this mana, maybe the mana base is like a problem. I need to really consider this decision that I've made of the... Maybe go down to 3 of each of the duels and put in 1 more of each of the basics. There's a red source. Okay, what's going to be good against enchantments? Like, I need to probably go and find... Let's go find the burn down the house. I actually played against this card earlier. It gets out of control pretty quickly. It's going to be already now a 5-5 or a 6-6 when it comes into play. That's already, I can't handle it with burn down the house. I'm going to have to use March of Wretched Sorrow, and I don't have the mana for it, so this thing is a problem. Nice. Okay, but we're kind of doing our thing. I need to get rid of that though, like now. Oh, that hurts. Nice. Okay, but this can be burned down the house. Nice. So we have to take 8 damage no matter what I do, I think. So I can't get rid of the branch. Don't have the mana for this. Aha! Okay. Hand a douche. Bounceroo. He's gonna make, this is a very nice deck. I've been actually meaning to do this. It's like there's definitely this land sub-theme. Like, where it matters how much lands you have in a Selesnya sort of thing. I'm taking 8. Oof. Don't know if I can risk taking an... Yeah, I can take another turn of damage. But I don't have 2 red mana to do Galvanic into... I need 3 red mana for that. Ah. Okay, so then we just do this. Do I have enough? 6, 7. So I have to exile one of my Invoke Despairs to do so. Double 3. It's not enough either. Oh wait, it is. Baby, baby. That's how it's done. Now we're just gonna have another one of those, like, on our hands in one turn. And AO. Nice deck, man. Very nice. We need a black sauce. Or a red sauce. Urgh. There it is. So let's do this. Yeah. Sure. Wow. I haven't even ever seen this in play. I think I've got enough. So if I cast this, I need then afterwards 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and it needs to be 4 of those need to be black. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Okay, we're doing it at least once. It's gonna draw us a bunch of cards as well. Okay, bunch of lands. Yeah, well, at least we can pitch one of them to the Windfall. Woohoo! I'll find myself a Invoke Despair. We're doing it. We're doing things. That's how it's done, boys and ladies and girls and gents and peoples. That's how it's done. Game 1 victory. It seemed like we were going to lose there. Those huge threats. I really like how I doubled up that March of Wretched thing. It's one of those situations where the copy, you don't, usually with things where like X is involved, the second copy you'd have to like pay the X again or something. But in this case, I made X's 4 and copied it, and I had enough mana. That was really well thought out in my opinion. That was otherwise going to be a huge problem, and it gained us 8 life. So fantastic game 1. On to the next one. Matias Martinez. Could you be from Spain? Okay. Interesting hand. Oh. I don't know though. What do you reckon? That's probably not the best hand to keep. But I'll try it. Oh, yay. Perfect top deck. Chilling. We're chilling. We've got nothing to exile. Iteration. We're gonna go boom-bitty. What do we want? More red, huh? So this away, this in hand. Baiting hope you. Nah, not yet. Trying to work my way towards the 6 mana to do the double. Ooh. Spicy one-off. It's probably just going to get exiled, but let's see. Skyclave. Ah! It was worth a try. There's no point in playing any creatures against this version of the deck. He's just going to have a way of exiling everything. This is the perfect top deck. Actually, because we can just dump all of our mana. Let's go 4. Back to 20. Thank you. We might get that Hidetsugu back later with... Oh. Please not my Unexpected Windfall. I wonder what he'll take. We need one more red. And we can do the... Oh. Clever, clever boy. Clever, clever boy. Think you're smart, huh? Let's do the same thing. Very smart. Took exactly the right card he should have taken. Hello.
I've learned much during my travels.
Watch this.
We must protect the people.
Boop. Boop. I need a land. Playing this with no creatures out is so dumb, because now even if he plays a creature... Ooh, okay. It sucks, but I'm gonna do it. Okay, we've got Jin-Gitaxias mana. And we can do this one. Sure. Exile one of my treasures. It's itching to play this card. It's realizing there's probably not going to be any other target for it. get a Lier, baby. Fine.
I hope you're ready to lose. Let your blade do the talking.
That's also really nice. That's also really nice. I'm not gonna waste those treasures. I'm not worried about a 2-2 for now. I wonder if this is a Doomscar or what he's got going on over there. It could be that Starnheim.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Oh, whoops. I forgot I already played a land. Played you. A little scry action. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 12 mana. 6. Got enough to do double Galvanic into Invoke Despair. Or we play Jin-Gitaxias first. I think we go, let's see what he plays. Maybe we go burn down the house first, just clear the board. Sure. Anything else? Yeah, I think we definitely go burn down the house. We get rid of the Planeswalker as well. And then next turn, we can start going crazy. Sayonara. I'm hoping to top deck like a land or something that I don't need. So then I can Jin-Gitaxias. Ooh, okay, never mind. So then we just slow roll. You might have like Fateful Absence and make the mistake everybody makes of not reading the card. Yeah. Why does everyone do that? It's like knee-jerk reaction. Oh my god, I gotta read it. Oh, it's a Jin-Gitaxias. Yeah, it's probably 2 Doomscars, and he's like, okay. I need to foretell the one. He's so dead. Watch this, guys. And then 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Double, 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 double. We're doing it, guys. We're doing it. Don't scoop, please, opponent. Oh yes, baby. Oh yes, baby. Da 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 da. Good game. Oh, got him. I think I'm going to leave it at that, guys. It is a very late night. I do need to get some beauty sleep. This is the second video I'm putting up today, and I think we're not going to get a better showing than that. Like, that is exactly what the deck is meant to do, and we did it. Don't know if it's ladder ready yet. Might be needing to make some edits, but I think it could just be. We might need to discuss Soul Shatter replacement, or like numbers of sweepers. Is Burn Down the House enough as a sweeper? These type of questions. But as far as, you know, is the deck good? I think it's really, really good. And what I would like to get some feedback from my viewers is the mana base. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts. How would you do it differently? And yeah, but that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you all tomorrow for some fresh brews. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out. Peace, y'all.